Welcome back to the Scotland 9-Hole Cup Expert Division Weekend Round, hole number 1. Here we're going to be setting up for a Thorn backspin shot. You can use either a King Slayer or a Kingmaker for this shot. I do recommend Wind 4 if you have it. Also, in order to avoid pulling into any overpower, you can play this shot with a P4 ball. So a 4-4-4 ball or 4-3-4 ball is a good option here. What that'll do is that'll allow APOC 5 plus to play it and ensure that you don't pull into overpower. And it'll allow APOC 4 to play the shot as well. Now with an APOC 4, you may pull slightly into overpower. But I'll go over that in a second. Before we do that, just quick reminder, if you're not subbed to the channel, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Absolutely free. I sure would appreciate it. You can ring the little bell. You'll get notified every time I go live or post new content. If you'd like to get your hands on the notes, you can find those patreon.com/GCFenzo. We have some of the best expert and master notes available. And last but not least, if you'd like to become a member of the channel, help support the channel so I can continue posting content like this for the community, you can find the members link in the description of the video, along with a link for PayPal if you just want to send some donations. Very cheap to become a member. It's very helpful to me and to the channel, and it gives you access to dialing in streams. It gives you access to expert mini notes, amongst other things. So it's very cheap. Come on, join us, have some fun, hang out while we're dialing in shots, and get yourself some access to some expert mini guides as well. So we're going to start with our Rock 8 Plus here. We're going to set up on the right hand rough. We're going to use the clear ring on the right rough at the top of the +5 for a Rock 9. If you're playing this with a Rock 8, set your clear ring on the the right rough at the top of the +6. So Rock 9, top of the +5, Rock 8, top of the +6. Both are going to be clear ring on the right rough. We're going to use left curl so that the outside of the ball is touching the outside. So the right side of the ball is touching the outside of the shot circle. Left curl. And we're going to play it just before circle drop OP. The adjustment is P3 plus 10% max. We're using 5.8 top spin and 3 left spin. Now, if you're playing this with a P3 ball, say something like a Kingmaker, you get a high wind and you pull into overpower, you will play whatever you pull into plus 1 ring. Or, like I said, you can play it with a P4 ball and you don't have to worry about it. But if you're playing this with the APOC 4 or you're playing this with a P3 ball, there is a chance that you pull into overpower, in which case you'll play whatever you pull into plus 1 ring, 1 additional ring on top of whatever you pull into. Besides that, pull straight, try to hit perfect, and you should be finding yourself somewhere around the 340 range. If you happen to hit a great left and you clip the rough, hopefully you roll out into the fairway. You'll end up somewhere around the 320 yard range, and I'll go over that in a few minutes. But you'll still have a shot at the eagle. You'll have to play it a little bit differently for the approach. But standard approach, providing you don't clip any rough, providing you end up around 340 yards. We're going to be playing a backspin shot. The adjustment is P3 plus 30% at slider. We're going to do a pin check, bullseye pin check, to determine our slider value. Here we're at the +2. So bullseye pin check slider values are as follows. +6 is 80, 5 is 78, 4 is 76, 3 is 75, 2 is 73, +1 is 72, 0 is 70% slider. If You're short of the pin check. 1 ring is 69, 2 is 67, 3 is 66. If you can't reach the pin with your bullseye, say you're 1 ring below the bullseye pin check, then it'll play 81. 2 rings is 83, and 3 rings will be 85. You'll play those same numbers, thorn 8 or 9. We're playing with 8 backspin only. And we're going to have, for a thorn 9, we're going to have the tip of the ball guide just touching the front of the cup. If you're playing this with a thorn 8, you'll have the tip of the ball guide just touching the back of the cup, as you have a little bit less ball guide on a thorn 8. You'll need to offset for wind strength only if you're playing with a Kingmaker or a wind 3 ball. So anything between 6.1 and 7.9, you'll aim center cup. If your wind is anything 8 mile an hour or more, you'll need to aim the tip of your ball guide at the right center of the cup. So just slightly offset right center of the cup for winds above 8. Otherwise, you get too much wind pushed to the left and you'll end up missing this, burning the left edge, just missing left, if you don't offset it right center of the cup for higher winds. Now, if you manage to hit a great left, clip the rough on your second bounce, and roll out onto the fairway, somewhere around 320, 321. I think I was 321 when that happened to me. You can play the shot, a straight bounce up shot with 2 backspin. You should be really close to plus yards, if not in plus yards. And you'll play that shot P3 plus 20% at slider using thorn P3 plus yard slider numbers. Now you'll use the bullseye pin check and the thorn P3 slider numbers even if you're playing this shot with a P4 ball. Doesn't matter, you'll still use these plus yard numbers. So plus 6 is 100, 5 is 98, 4 is 96, 3 is 94, plus 2 is 92, plus 1 is 90, 0 is 88, minus 1 is 85, minus 2 is 83, and minus 3 will be 81% slider. Again, that'll play with 2 backspin only. You'll have the tip of the ball guide just through the back center of the cup. And you'll play it at P3 plus 20% at slider. Both shots pull straight, hit perfect, and either way, hopefully you'll be walking away hole number 1 with the eagle. Good luck, everyone. Hope you get the drop, and we'll see you on the next hole.